show. As it's the first day of the official Jubilee celebrations, Dave and myself thought we would do something really special on album covers. And we've decided to do 70 covers from that have been out or produced or put, whatever, in the Queen's reign of 70 years. So we've split it up. We've called it the good, which are the iconic covers of the last 70 years. The bad, they're just bad taste. Not much thought gone into them, etc. And then we've got the ugly, which is known to us affectionately as the stingers. So we've got 25 good ones, 25 bad ones, and 20 stinkers, which adds up to 70, you see. But we've split it up into 3 parts. So today you're getting 3 album artwork shows, plus you've had Battle of the Debuts, Big Country and Simple Minds, and you're getting a weekly update, because tonight I'm going out, so there's no live stream tonight. So we'll get started on the iconic covers in the good part of the show. So coming in at number 25, we've got an album that came out in 2010, and it's by Katy Perry, and it's Teenage Dream. Just very iconic. You look at it and you attracted it straight away, not because, okay, she's not a bad looking girl, but it's, I like the concept of the cover. Both Dave and I like this cover. It was just such a eye appealing, the colour and everything on it, so that's why it's number 25. Okay, then coming in at number 24, we go to 2009, and we're going to Lady Gaga's debut album, The Fame Monster. Maybe black and white, but it was so eye-catching at the time. I think she's a very talented young lady. Okay, I'm not really into a lot of her music, but now and again she just put out a lovely track, and that's quite an iconic picture. Okay, then coming in at number 23, we go back to 1967 now, and to the Who Sell Out. Very iconic cover. There's Pete Townsend doing his deodorant, and Roger Daltrey sitting in a bath of baked beans and a sausage. Well, you can't get, well, it's his leg, but it looks like a sausage. It's a very iconic cover from a very iconic band. I mean, we featured them on Monday, didn't we, in the classic album. Couldn't not put a Who cover in, and we like that one. Okay, coming in at number 22, go to 1983, the most successful selling album, Thriller, Michael Jackson. That picture is so iconic, and to be quite honest, I'm not a big fan of Michael Jackson, but there's a lot of songs on this album that are really good. Billie Jean, Beat It and Thriller, all really good pop songs. I like Beat It because it's got Eddie Van Halen on it. Yeah, so that's why that one's at number 22, because it's just so iconic. Okay, coming in at number 21, we go to 1959 now. We've already done retro ranking on this chap this week. As I said, this is the guy that's put out, has made music since the Queen has been on the throne. He's put music out all the decades she's been around. So, I mean, he's in his 80s now, but it's his first album, Cliff. Very iconic cover. Very, very iconic cover. Look at that hair, he had a great quiff there, didn't he? On Columbia Records. Okay, then coming in at number 20, this is an album we have featured on the classic albums. 1978, it's Blondie's Parallel Lines. Such an iconic cover. I don't know, it's just something about that cover. It's a great picture of Blondie. Debbie Harry looks fantastic on it. Yeah, it's really good. I like the, you know, they've all just gone for the black and white and that little bit of blue background. We really like that one. Okay, coming in at number 19 now. This is really amazing stuff, because this is the best-selling album of 1965, and it's the soundtrack to The Sound of Music. Again, very iconic. You can look at that from afar and you know exactly who it is and what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's got some great little tunes on there from Rodgers and Hammerstein. I mean, The Lonely Goat. I do like that one. And Do Re Mi, a song that we all sang as kids. Edelweiss. No wonder it was the best-selling album of 1965. Okay, then coming at number 18. We go to 1956 now, and the debut album of the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis. What can you say? It's just very iconic. Very first album cover. Pretty cool. It's a good album as well. We will be looking at that at some stage. Okay, then coming at number 17, we're now coming up a bit more up to date. Well, 1994. And Blur's Part Life. Very iconic. One of the albums of the 90s. If you took out the word Blur and Part Life, everyone would knew what album cover that was. Very, very iconic. Okay, coming in at number 16. I think it's the only time you'll ever have this band mentioned on RTO. Go to 1991, Nevermind and Nirvana. Very iconic picture. I mean, I know the lad that, the guy that is as Baby, he's now trying to sue them for abuse. Or he tried to, I don't know about what went on there, but exposing him. Don't know. His parents made a lot of money out of it, so I think it's just iconic cover. I'm not looking at it in any other way like the Snowflakes do. It's just iconic, isn't it? Okay, then coming in at number 15, this is an album we have featured on a classic album, 1984, Prince's Purple Rain. Again, very iconic. One of the albums of the 80s. Very iconic. Okay, then coming in at number 14, we go to 1976 now, and the debut album from Boston. Again, it's just one of them covers. I mean, we spoke about this in the album artwork, haven't we? I just love that idea of a guitar being turned into a spaceship, and then in that little dome bit, you've got the city outline of Boston. Very clever concept. Yeah, won't be long before we rank in the Boston albums, so looking forward to that. And that is just an iconic cover from the 70s. Okay, coming in at number 13, we have another album that we have featured on classic albums from 1967, Velvet Underground and Nico. That picture of a banana by Andy Warhol. So iconic from the 60s. It was just about that time, you know. Who would think that a banana would be iconic, and everyone knows the album just by that cover. That's what you call iconic. Okay then, coming in at number 12, and there goes a Queen album. Nearly hit Rocky as well. You alright, Rock? Sorry. Okay then, coming in at number 12, from 1979, band we have featured, Supertramp, and it's the Breakfast in America. And apparently that lady, I think, is still alive. Need to have the picture done. It's just very iconic, isn't it? Really cool cover. Okay, number 11. This is an album that's been featured on an album artwork before in the, I think, more of the good ones, more belters, and it's All in All, Earth, Wind and Fire from 1977. I mean, we nearly put Power Slave in, but for some reason we preferred this one. It is such an iconic cover. It's one of my favourite album covers, even though I'm not into Earth, Wind and Fire. It is one of my favourite covers because I'm into Egyptology and I like all that sort of thing. Okay, top 10. This took us a little time because we had to leave out so many. Ones we've had to discard was Brothers in Arms, Dire Straits. It's very hard to not put these covers in, but you have to be strict. So coming in at number 10, we got a 1975 now. There was a choice for this artist. We didn't have to put this one in or another one, but we went with this one. This is Elton John's Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, 1979. 5, sorry. Great cover. Yellow Brick Road was the other one we thought about, but for some reason you put both of them against each other, and this one does stand out more. When you put them against each other, your eyes go focused on this. Lots going on. It's a great picture of Elton. Okay, then coming at number 9. Now this band, we featured them not so long ago. Album ranking. They had so many iconic covers. They had some drass ones as well, but in the end we went with 1971 from Led Zeppelin 4. Very iconic. Everyone knows that's Led Zeppelin 4, even if, or a Led Zeppelin album, even if you're not a Led Zeppelin fan, everybody knows about that cover. Pretty good cover. Okay, coming in at number 8. Band we haven't featured yet, but I'm sure it will be coming up this year. We get a 1977. Fleetwood Mac's Rumours. Such an iconic cover. Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood. It's a great picture. It's a very iconic picture. Take the words off, you know who it is straight away. That's what makes these iconic covers. You know who they are. If you took off the name of the title of it, you knew it. It'd be Rumours, Fleetwood Mac. Okay, coming in at number 7. We go to 1971 album, my favourite Rolling Stones album, the legendary Sticky Fingers. Such an iconic cover, and if you've got an original, the zip actually undoes, doesn't it? That's a pretty cool cover. Now coming in at number 6 is the one that's fallen off the back here. Queen 2. Such an iconic cover, isn't it? It was the start of the video to Bohemian Rhapsody. They've used it in other videos when they transformed into like the modern Queen band. Such an iconic cover. It is an iconic picture of Queen, full stop. Okay, then coming in at number 5, one that Dave insisted was in here, so I didn't argue with him. It's Aladdin Sane from David Bowie from 1973. and rightly so. Very iconic. Ziggy Stardust, Spiders from Mars, and all that. It's a brilliant album, an album that I do own. We haven't done anything on David Bowie yet, but I'm sure we will. I think a retro ranking of David Bowie is very imminent. It's a great cover, great album. Okay, then coming in at number 4, go to 1977 again. Another band that we have featured at length on this channel. It's Out of the Blue from ELO. That's such an iconic cover. The best cover that ELO have done. The Ship. Amazing cover. Okay, we're coming into the top 3. These are probably the most iconic album covers ever in the world. I've got an itchy nose, which is not good. So, coming in at number 3, we get a 1977. One of the iconic covers. It's Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf. Just an amazing cover. Great album. Sadly, no longer with us, as we know. I just love that cover anyway. Brilliant stuff. Number 2, another iconic cover. 1967, Sgt. Pepper's. Such an iconic, isn't it? It's, you know who it is straight away. Take the Beatles out, take out the Flowers, and you'll say, yeah, that's Sgt. Pepper's. But the number one, and Dave and myself put this at the top of this straight away. We go to 1973, and it's Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. You can still buy it on t-shirts today. Now, when I was in my teens, around where I lived when I was 15, 16, there was someone had a garage, and they had that on their garage door. Even if you're not a Pink Floyd fan, even if you're not into that sort of music, you show that cover to anybody. Oh, that's Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. And that's why I think it is the most iconic album cover ever. So simple, but it's eye-catching and everybody knows what that album is. Okay, that's the 25 good ones. Gonna have a cup of tea and then I will do the bad ones. They're not the stinkers, they're the bad ones, bad taste, bad choices, and why did we do that? Okay, so quick break and I'll be back on. Bye for now.